double jug slat. What's going on, everybody? It's Kyle, the Lawn Mentor here. Thank you for tuning in. If you already are a subscriber, thanks for coming back. And if you're brand new to the channel, welcome. I'm here to help you guys learn how to have the best lawn that you can have, answer your questions, interact with you, give you tips, give you advice, give you reviews on products. I'm here to be engaged with you guys, so I love when you guys comment down below. I love when you guys subscribe, like my videos. Thanks a lot for that. So today is the day after Memorial Day. It's also about 3 weeks out from my last fertilizer application. So the last fertilizer application that I did was my final application of flagship for the springtime. And once I'm ready for another granular application, I'm gonna switch over to the Stress Blend fertilizer. So if you haven't checked out my video on Stress Blend yet, to talk about what that fertilizer is and if you should buy it, go check it out. The grass just needs a little kick, I feel like. I guess that's the best way I can say it. It doesn't look as green as it did. I find that whenever I've applied flagship in the past, about a week from the point where I actually put it on the lawn is where I get the green up and the change in the color. And then that sticks around for like a week or two until about now, and then starts to dissipate. And that might just be my lawn. It's not a knock on flagship as a product or anything like that. I really like that fertilizer. And in fact, it's been kicking my grass into overdrive until the point where I have to mow every other day now. It's just growing so fast, so thick. But the color is starting to fade a little bit, so I wanted to give it some kind of cocktail that would perk up the grass but not cause too much growth. Microgreen is a great liquid which you can use to help improve that color. Microgreen, right on the label, talks about blackout rates, and basically those are maximum rates which you can apply microgreen at for states or areas where they have nitrogen and phosphorus fertilizer bans, because this doesn't have any in it. Aside from that, it's got kelp, humic, and iron in it, which are all around good for the lawn, but in particular, it's got that iron. I use the biostimulant pack alongside granular products in my main stage section of my lawn as kind of my core program. 002 microgreen is part of that biostimulant pack. So I thought, what else could I do to juice that up and get a stronger color response out of it? That's where spoon juice comes in. I have a whole section of my lawn that is dedicated to spoon juice, and this video will be included on the playlist for which those videos are at. This has been a great product. I'm about 5 applications in. I've been doing weekly feedings on that section. And like I said, if you'd like more information about how I'm applying this, go check out my spoon juice videos. That section of the lawn is doing great. It's the best it's ever looked since I've lived here. It's thicker, it's greener, the color is more consistent. I'm gonna apply this through the summer to that section of the lawn. So it's not gonna have a break. It's still gonna have that weekly feeding. And I can't wait to see how green it keeps that section of the lawn. But for my main stage section, I think it needs a little bit of a kick. And so it's been about 3 weeks since my last fertilizer app, as I mentioned. So the growth is starting to slow down. The color is starting to fade. We're gonna go ahead and see if we can spike this cocktail of microgreen with some spoon juice. So we're gonna try to go for the blackout rate of microgreen and the spoon feeding rate of spoon juice. So the max rate on microgreen is 16 ounces per 1,000, and the spoon feeding rate on spoon juice is 3 ounces per 1,000. Now, I don't know if anybody's ever mixed these before, so we need to find out if they're even compatible with one another. So to do that, we're gonna go ahead and mix up a small batch that would basically simulate covering 1,000 square feet. And we're gonna see if it curdles, if it's compatible, if it will stay thin, or if it's gonna be a disaster. So we might not even spray anything in this video, but hopefully we will. Hopefully it'll be okay. I'm gonna dub this the green juice cocktail. I don't even know if I'm allowed to do that, but I'm just gonna call it that right now, the green juice cocktail. So we're gonna mix up a batch of green juice, see if it's compatible, see if it'll go through the backpack sprayer, and get it out on the lawn. I'm gonna get you a bird's eye view here of what we're doing. So these products do stain, and I've noticed that spoon juice is pretty thin, and I'm pretty much always having trouble pouring spoon juice. So I'm gonna make sure that I wear some gloves. So I've got this smaller pitcher here that actually, the top measurement on here is 16 ounces. So I'm gonna put 3 ounces of spoon juice in here, and then I'm going to basically fill it up past the 16 ounce mark with microgreen, and we're gonna see if this curdles, if it's compatible. I don't think anybody's done it before, so let's try it. All right, and then we're gonna go around 16 ounces of microgreen. I don't see any problems. No curdling. It's totally liquid, totally pliable, mixable, whatever you want to call it. Let's see if we can agitate this a little bit. Yeah, this is pretty loose. I don't think we're gonna have any problems at all throwing this down, so this might be a cocktail that you guys might love. So what are you gonna get out of this, I guess, is the next big question. Well, spoon juice has been really great for a weekly spoon feeding product. It's got some nitrogen in it. It's got some potassium in it. The potassium in microgreen 002 is also going to be good for that overall plant health and the heat. However, if you go back and check out my spoon juice video I did when I kind of gave the rundown on what it is, spoon juice is a great product in that it's got that N and K in it, and it's got the humic in it, and it's got some iron in it for some color. However, it doesn't have any of the other really micronutrients that microgreen does have in it. We still got humic and kelp in both the products, and those will be great for the summertime applications as well. This will kind of fill the gap in terms of nutrients. Microgreen will fill the gap in terms of nutrients that spoon juice is lacking. So combining the two together will be a sweet drink for the lawn. If you have the biostimulant pack, one thing I guess we know now is that you can mix spoon juice with microgreen and you don't have any application problem. So right here we've got about basically 1,000 square feet worth of product, right? So the section of my lawn today that we're going to be putting this on is 4,000 square feet. So let's go ahead and mix up the rest of the concentrate that we're going to need. So we just need 3,000 square feet worth of product. All right, so for the 3,000 square foot section, I've got 9 ounces of spoon juice in the second container, and then I went ahead with like a 15 ounce per 1,000 rate because I know I'm a little over on the small pitcher. So I went 15 times 3 is 45. So I got a total of 45 plus 9 is right around 54. We're gonna go ahead and get this put into the backpack sprayer, agitated, and get it on the lawn. As far as after application, so tomorrow morning is one of the days of my watering cycle. I'm not going to immediately water this in. In fact, if you look at the label on spoon juice, it says applications can be watered in. It doesn't say they need to be immediately watered in, and microgreen is not going to burn the lawn at all. So I would like the plant to foliarly absorb the iron that it's going to get out of both of these products. It's about 7 o'clock in the evening. I'm going to go ahead and get this on the lawn and let it sit on the lawn overnight. And then tomorrow morning when the sprinklers kick on, this will get watered down into the soil so that anything that wasn't absorbed foliarly or is left over will get down in the soil and can come up to the plant through the roots. Then we'll come back and I'll show you guys some results of what this did, if it did any good or not. Usually if I fill this up to the 2 mark, then I can cover the lawn at a leisurely pace on full pressure. But because there's so much concentrate in here, I went ahead and filled it all the way up to the top. So that way there's enough water to get it through the pump and out onto the lawn, and there won't be any flow issues. So gonna have to walk both ways, but I know I could use the exercise, so let's do it. So as usual, I had a little bit left in the tank. Must have walked too fast as per my usual pace. I went ahead and did my domination line, gave it an extra lap, and I put some on that 9 bark. So we'll see if that thing blows up too. This tank sprayer, I did a review on this tank sprayer, so check it out if you are interested in what I think about this thing. I did have the same issue that I had in the review video, where the pump, even though it was turned all the way up, didn't seem to be pumping the product out as fast as it should be. Like the pump wasn't strong enough. The only thing I can think of why that happened is because I didn't necessarily prime it before the application. And I believe when I put this thing away, I ran the line like completely dry. I didn't just leave water in it, I believe I left it dry. So maybe it just wasn't primed. I'm not sure, but I'm going to make sure I don't do that this time and see if my next liquid application with this thing does the same thing or not. So that's it, guys. So we got 16 ounces per 1,000 of microgreen down, and we've got 3 ounces per 1,000 of spoon juice down. I will show you what it looks like in the morning. Here we are 2 days after the green juice application. Yesterday, one day after, was all rain. Sprinklers in the morning watered it in, and then we had all rain, and it's supposed to heat up, so that'll be fun. This is Project Spoon Juice for comparison. This has been weekly feedings of spoon juice. I'll put up comparison photos from after we first applied this. If nothing less, we learned that you can mix them and it won't harm your lawn. Maybe next time you can do a higher app rate of spoon juice. But I'm really surprised that we don't have any super dark coloring from microgreen. Still call it a success, I suppose. All right, here we are, day 3 after the green juice application. The color looks good. I mean, I can't say it looks bad. I can't say that I got as strong of a color response out of the lawn as I thought I would. So maybe if we would have had spoon juice at a higher rate, we would have got a stronger color response. But if nothing less, we've learned that you can mix spoon juice and microgreen. More well-rounded fertilizer application, NK, get some really good amount of humic acid, sea kelp, micronutrients. So if nothing less, we know that much. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you want to pick up some spoon juice and the biostimulant pack, which are both products that are featured here in this video today. If you want to get your own green juice cocktail put down on your lawn, I will put those links to those products in the description and you can pick some up for yourself. So thanks for watching. See you next time.